Far back in the earliest memory of the earth, before human voices filled the air and before cities covered the land with noise and light, there existed a quiet kingdom of mist, wetlands, and endless forests. In that ancient world walked the Stegosaurus. Slow. Gentle. Unshaken by hurry. Its great body moved through prehistoric swamps with the calm rhythm of drifting clouds. Along its back rose rows of enormous plates, catching the fading light like ancient sails carved from stone. Each breath caused them to sway ever so slightly, as though the creature itself carried the pulse of the earth across its spine. Tonight, as darkness settles softly around you and the fire flickers low beside your resting place, let us leave behind the noise of the modern world and wander into that forgotten age together. Let the worries of the day loosen their grip. Let your breathing slow with the rhythm of ancient rain falling across warm wetlands. And as the night deepens, allow the Stegosaurus to guide your thoughts gently toward stillness. The swamp at dusk was filled with quiet life. Warm fog drifted low over shallow pools of water. Giant ferns stretched toward the dim sky while insects hummed softly among tangled vines. Somewhere far away, unseen creatures called through the forest, their distant cries softened by mist and time. And through it all, the Stegosaurus walked slowly forward. Its heavy feet pressed deep into the wet earth with soft, steady sounds. Mud rose gently around its toes before sinking back into place. There was no rush in its movements. No fear. No urgency. The creature carried itself with remarkable patience, as though it understood something the rest of the world had forgotten. That life does not need to move quickly to have meaning. Its head remained low to the ground as it searched calmly for ferns and soft vegetation. The Stegosaurus did not concern itself with distant dangers unless absolutely necessary. Predators roamed the forests, but the giant herbivore answered chaos not with panic, but with stillness. There is something deeply comforting about that. In the modern world, people are taught to react instantly to every pressure, every message, every fear. Minds race endlessly from one thought to another, rarely finding rest. But the Stegosaurus belonged to a different rhythm entirely. A slower rhythm. A quieter rhythm. A rhythm shaped by wind, rainfall, and the ancient breathing of the planet itself. Its great plates, rising along its back like silent mountains, were once thought to be weapons alone. But perhaps they served another purpose too. As cool air passed between them, the creature could feel subtle changes in temperature, moisture, and weather. The swamp spoke constantly through wind and mist, and the Stegosaurus listened with its entire body. Morning breezes brushed softly across its armored back. Rain tapped gently against its thick skin. Moonlight settled silently upon its plates at night. The creature did not fight against the world around it. It moved with it. As evening stretched across the prehistoric forest, the Stegosaurus wandered deeper into the wetlands. Water reflected the fading sky beneath tangled branches overhead. Frogs croaked from hidden pools while dragonflies skimmed across dark water like tiny living sparks. Sometimes the Stegosaurus would stop completely in the center of the swamp. Perfectly still. Like an ancient statue forgotten by time. Mist curled around its massive legs. Ferns swayed gently near its sides. Small creatures moved fearlessly nearby, comforted somehow by the giant's calm presence. Even the forest itself seemed quieter around it. Predators might race through distant trees with violent energy, but the Stegosaurus rarely reacted. Not because it was unaware, but because it carried within itself a kind of deep acceptance. It understood something ancient. Storms come and go. Seasons change. Fear rises and fades. But the earth continues breathing beneath everything. And so did the Stegosaurus. Slowly. Steadily. Endlessly patient. Years passed across the ancient wetlands. Droughts arrived and disappeared. Heavy rains flooded the forests. Rivers changed their paths through the land. Yet through every change, the Stegosaurus remained connected to the world beneath its feet. When storms rolled across the swamp, rain poured over its broad back in endless streams. Water dripped from its plates while thunder echoed overhead. Yet even beneath violent skies, the creature moved with the same calm pace as always. There is wisdom in that kind of steadiness. The Stegosaurus never tried to control the storm. It simply endured it. Sometimes peace is not found by escaping difficulty, but by learning to remain grounded while chaos passes overhead. As night finally settled fully across the prehistoric world, stars appeared above the swamp one by one. The fog thickened. Cool air drifted softly through ancient trees. At last, the Stegosaurus lowered itself carefully onto the damp earth. Its heavy body rested against the warm mud while its long tail curled quietly beside it. The great plates along its back faded into shadow beneath the moonlight. Around the sleeping giant, the swamp continued its endless nighttime symphony, frogs calling gently through the mist, insects humming beside dark pools, droplets of water falling from leaves overhead. And there, beneath the endless Jurassic sky, the Stegosaurus rested peacefully. Its breathing became slow and deep. A soft rhythm echoing through the ancient wetlands. Steady as rain. Steady as rivers. Steady as time itself. Millions of years have passed since creatures like this disappeared from the earth. Yet somehow, the calm spirit of the Stegosaurus still feels alive tonight. Perhaps because it reminds us of something modern life often tries to erase. That slowing down is not weakness. That silence can heal. That peace is found not in constant motion, but in learning to exist fully within the present moment. Tonight, as your thoughts begin to grow quieter, imagine yourself standing beside that ancient swamp beneath silver moonlight. Mist drifts across still water. Ferns sway gently in the cool air. Nearby, the Stegosaurus sleeps soundlessly beneath the stars. And with every slow breath it takes, allow your own breathing to soften. Allow your mind to loosen its grip on the day. Allow yourself, at last, to rest. And as the prehistoric fog wraps gently around the sleeping forest, may you too drift peacefully into the deepest and most tranquil sleep.